I had a pretty good high school campaign. I mean, I played well there, and I was just had some JUCO looks, not many, but a couple, and I took a one visit to New Mexico Junior College, and I just decided that was a place that I needed to be to grow as a player and as a person. Learned a lot, and I couldn't have asked for a better spot to go to.
I've talked to a few different athletes who have played college sports in the state of New Mexico. Pretty crazy place so far, from what everybody has said to me. What is your craziest New Mexico story that you could share on this show?
Man, I mean, we've had a couple. I mean, we've had to stop games sometimes in the middle of games because of the dust storm and the windstorm that just pick up so fast and you couldn't see anything. I mean, it was just dust and sand just flying in your face, and we'd have to just stop games and wait for it to pass through and pick them up after that.
What was the process like, kind of coming off of some successful baseball in New Mexico and then working your way to the Division 1 level? How'd you go through your process of deciding where your home would be after 2 seasons?
Really, it came down to where I felt like I had the best fit and where I meshed well with the coaching staff and with other players and kind of their culture, and made sure that lined up with my values and how I foresee a play in the game. And I came on a visit here at Western Kentucky, and I knew it was the right spot and where I needed to be and where I wanted to be. So I mean, it was a pretty quick decision on that end.
And what was your fall process like? Because you have taken absolutely no time to get comfortable hitting so far for the Hilltoppers, but was it an instant adjustment to the D1 level, or were there growing pains in the fall?
There's for sure some growing pains here and there. I mean, it's a lot different. I mean, we're on a very tight schedule, and we have different things we're doing at all times. So I mean, that part about it, I mean, it was pretty like took some time to get used to. I mean, we're in the weight room at 6 a.m. 4 days a week, out on the field 5, 6 days a week. So I mean, we get in, put in the work, but I mean, for the most part, just trusting the process, trusting what our coaches have to say, and just believing in it and giving in to what they say and just trusting in it. And that ultimately took over, and just let let myself play the game and stay in my own skin and not try to do too much. So
You are absolutely sensational at getting on base. That's been something that very hard to get on base more than half the time. It's something that you did last season. It's something that you're doing right now at the moment, not to jinx it. But what is it about your game? What have you developed in your game to allow you to have kind of that plate discipline or develop that muscle? Because it's something that you have a lot of success at.
I'm just trusting what my approach is and what my plan is going up to the plates, and what I'm wanting to hit and what I'm looking for, and just trusting my hands, my eyes to like lay off tough pitches, and trusting what I see at the end of the day. And I mean, I know the zone, and I feel like when I see a pitch that I don't want to hit, I just lay off of it. And that also goes to what our coaches have to do, all the processes and all the we spend days and hours doing pitch recognition drills, swing decision things. So that plays a huge part in it too.
Is that something you've been doing all the way back to New Mexico Junior College, or is that something you've kind of added to your arsenal this year?
No, it's something we did at New Mexico Junior College too. Like, swing decisions a important thing, and being able to recognize pitches early and pick them up early, and being able to get your best swing off.
Is there a player in the big leagues that either A, you model your game after, or B, that you think you play similar to?
I don't know if I like model my game after somebody, but someone who like inspires me, or like I look up to, would definitely be probably Bryce Harper for sure. I mean, that's a big left-handed bat. I mean, he plays all over the field. I mean, and he's like one of the guys in the dugout everybody looks up to. So that's who I kind of inspire to play like.
And Bryce has a lot of fun out there. So is
Exactly.
that something that you bring to your game also? Because he has a ton of fun playing baseball.
100%. I like moving fast out there. I like running around the field. I like getting people worked up and getting excited. So I like playing loose and having fun. So
What was it like that first at bat in a Hilltoppers jersey this spring?
oh, I mean, there's definitely some emotions going on. I mean, you can feel the like little bit of like it's probably say anxiety, not anxiety, but like you can feel like the energy, and like you're a little nervous, a little wanting to get it going. But It was just a surreal moment, really. I mean, it's just like all that hard work and just putting your head down and getting through it and putting in the extra hours have finally paid off.
What advice would you give to someone who's in that position now that you've gotten to the other side and are having so much success, the D1 level?
Just trust the process. That was a big thing for me, and like not falling into like what people have going on in social media and what's popping up on Instagram and stuff like that. Just know where your feet are, stay where your present moment is, and just continue working, and it'll all work out.
Do you think that you became a better player because the path was the way it was versus kind of going right to D1?
I mean, definitely. I feel like I matured a lot going to junior college. I mean, as a player and as a person, but also getting that season experience. I mean, you're playing I don't even know how many games, 60 something games a season, and I mean, you're playing against Division 1 bounce back arms, different Division 1 players are floating around in there. I mean, so and it's a lot of competition. Everybody has a common goal, so I mean, it's not easy just rolling out there on a weekend. Everybody wants to win, and everybody's playing for something. So I thought that for sure helped me be a better player.
It's not just bounce back arms either. There's a lot of guys who go straight from JUCO to the MLB, which is one of the
Yeah,
differences
correct.
between junior college baseball and other sports. So you got some guys that are pro prospects playing against you too that just maybe wanted to get drafted to high school, wanted the extra year to go sharpen up a few things to improve their draft stock. And
Yeah,
so you got some serious competition out in JUCO for baseball. It's not there isn't serious competition in other sports, but I do feel that JUCO baseball is probably maybe JUCO's strongest sport in a lot of ways.
of course. Yeah, we had a pitcher on my team last year in New Mexico that got drafted this past year. So
It's got to be something that's almost hard to conceptualize that there you were at New Mexico Junior College, and now you got your buddy out at spring training.
it is. It's awesome though. I mean, we all put in a lot of work, but it's just so awesome to see those guys get to be able to take that huge leap and go do something special.
It's inspirational too, right? When you're on Instagram, speaking of the positive side of social media, you see a guy who you were just, like I said, in the dorms with, doing the same stuff you were. You see him wearing a pro hat. It's got to make that dream feel a lot closer for you when you're seeing that.
For sure, yeah, definitely, it definitely does. I mean, it's so cool being able to like just go and call them and ask them what big league spring training's like and how things are going and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
If you've got one anecdote from this year that would just kind of speak to what makes your team special, what would it be?
Everything we do is competitive. I mean, whether it's playing card games, it gets competitive. I mean, everybody wants to win that. Uh, we'd have like games where in an intersquad, if the team that doesn't lose, we'd have like a kind of like a punishment, so to say, or some like small little thing we'd have to do at the end of practice. I mean, we're trying to jump on it as quick as we can and see who could do the best and get after that. I mean, we're always just in there competing or in the weight room. I mean, we compete like no other in the weight room. So those are some things we get after.
What is the worst punishment for losing an inter squad?
Probably it's like we get these little Powerade cups and we go and like pick up little pieces of trash or leaves or something that are around the backstop, and we're just sitting there picking leaves and stuff like that and putting them in the little Powerade cup. So that's probably one. You're like, oh man, we got to do that now after a long in a squad.
So you have to fill up the Powerade cup
Yeah,
with leaves?
with like leaves or pieces of trash that come on and come blow onto the field and stuff like that. And we're all on our hands and knees just picking things out of the turf or out of the ground and putting them in little Powerade cups.
That feels very tedious and I feel like would motivate me to really want to win.
Oh yeah. I mean, we compete hard in those inter squad games. I mean, we don't take those lightly.
When you leave Western Kentucky, what do you want your legacy to be wearing red and white?
Like I've said a bunch. I just want to be known as a competitor, a good teammate, a leader, someone to look up to and inspire. I mean, even when things are going well, I mean, it's nothing better than being a good teammate and being there for the next guy. I mean, it's just something special about it.